let's just get my background music playing. That should hopefully, oh, let's check the levels on that. Yeah, that should be okay. There we go. All right, hopefully all good to go. Right, here we go then. So I'm going to be working on a page out of this Disney Halloween colouring book. Be my first page done in this, which will be good because then at least it will be an uncoloured book. It is double-sided, but oh, where's the page? Oh, it's here. I've put the backing paper behind the wrong page. Try again. That's better. Hi. Here we go. Let me just double check. Yeah, backing paper is behind the correct page now. I don't know what on earth I've done earlier. There we go. So I thought we'd do this cute Halloween page today. A little bit different. So like I said, it is double-sided, but I can't see. It's a cool image, but I can't see me colouring that. And there's plenty of pages in this book that I can definitely sacrifice some so that I can use markers in it, because it's, you know, it's not enough hours in the day. There's definitely no way I'm going to be colouring every single page in this book. Hi everyone. Yes, this book, I've not coloured anything in it yet, but it has got some very cool. Let me just find some of the really. So I do really want to do this one if I get a chance this month, because this is Figaro, and obviously one of our cats is called Figaro, so that would be a cool one to do. Nearly chose that one as well, but daughter decided on the one that we were going to do tonight. Yeah, there's a lot of other ones. There's like up ones. Let's have a look. We've got Stitch, although I think he looks a little bit creepy there, but I guess it is a Halloween book, so I guess he's meant to look a little bit creepy. So let's get you back here. Here we go. Hi everyone. So I thought I'll start with the colours that I know what they'll be. So I thought obviously Tigger will be an orange colour, so I thought I'll start with those. Still can't decide whether I'm going to colour the ghosts or not. I think I'm going to colour the actual characters and then we'll see for the ghosts. I don't know whether to do anything with them. If I do, I might maybe do pastel colours, but I'll see. So let's have a look. Where's my orange swatches? Here we go. So let's go for I might go for, like, I mean, he's a cartoon character, isn't he? So I might go for the super bright orange. I will need, do you know what, I should have had a look to see what other colours Tigger is. I know his belly will be like, I've got a book somewhere with him on the cover. I bet I haven't. No, got some Disney colouring books, but none of them have got Tigger on. Bear with me while I have a look and see. How weird. Oh, I don't know. Maybe change the setting on something there for the ads. Who knows? At least hopefully it looks like it's back to normal. So whatever's up with it sorted. Right, let's have a look at picture of Tigger, because I know he's orange, obviously with black stripes. I don't know what colour his nose is though. Let's have a look. Right. Images. Oh. Search for Tigger, but I've actually spelt it as Tiger rather than Tigger. So there we go. And that's worked better and I've corrected it. Right, so he has, depending on if you're going for the old or the newer version of Tigger, so they've got a more yellowy tummy or a cream tummy, and either a light pink nose or a darker orange. I kind of like the dark orange actually, I think. Colour him a bit more old school, I think, and go for like a creamish face and belly and like a darkish orange nose. There we are. I didn't realise that his colours had changed, apparently, looking at that quick search. So let's try and choose a lighter colour for his tummy. So I might go for that buttercup yellow. So that looks like that might be a nice lighter colour for his tummy. And then it looked like a deeper kind of orange for his nose. Might try that cadmium orange. I'll do that and then we'll see how it comes out once I've done it. There we go. Oh, that could be a cool idea, Jess. Yeah, I think you might. Yeah, I'll see. I don't want it to look too busy by colouring all the ghosts, but I also feel like it'll look a bit weird if I don't colour any of them. So yeah, possibly outlining them might work, I suppose. Right, so how is everybody? Has everybody had a good week? I feel like I say this every Monday, but it feels like absolutely ages since last stream last Monday. Weeks absolutely fly by, don't they? So although this book is obviously double-sided, the paper seems really nice actually for markers. It's going on quite nicely. I'll probably go in with the black on the stripes, or at least a very deep grey. Deep grey on the stripes, but we'll see. Let's keep going on because it is a sketchy style, but I feel like I want his stripes being a little bit more colour to them. If I work on all the characters' bodies first, and then I can try and work out what's what for the outfits they're wearing. Stick with that there. And the images are some of them that bit was a different colour, but I don't know. I feel like I want that all to match. Oh, chest infection. Oh, bless you, Angie. They're no fun. I mean, it's no fun being poorly, but definitely not when it's definitely not when you're having to take antibiotics for something like, oh, bless you. I think it's something that's to do with like your ears and your teeth and you know, and your throat. Like it just, there's not a lot you can do, is there? Like if you've got backache or, you know, stomach ache or something, you can, you know, ice it or put a hot water bottle on or, you know, whatever. But like ears, oh, they're awful, aren't they? Teeth, well, you can take painkillers, but like still feel sorry for yourself, don't you? In your throat, and you take medicine, but it's frustrating, isn't it, when it's your throat? Because like you say, you can't eat or drink properly, and oh, hopefully they kick in soon, those antibiotics, and you can get back on the mend, Angie. Right, let's have a look. So I'll do his tummy a different colour. Let's work on his tail. And then, so I think it's a bit more obvious on Tigger which bits of his costume and which isn't. I think it might take a little bit of working out on Pooh Bear what's what. go. Right, that's all the bits that'll be that colour. Let's try his nose. Hoping this colour's different. Oh, I mean, I was hoping that colour was going to look different enough. It literally looks exactly the same, doesn't it? Promise you I've used a different marker there. Right, might need to add, let's find something to add to that. Where's my swatch chart? I might just add, I don't know what to add to that, but I think it needs deepening up a little bit. Right, I'll try and layer this brown grey over the top. Just see if that changes. Colour of his nose a tad. Oh, that's better. Actually looks a different colour now, doesn't it? Maybe not quite so much on camera actually, but it does look a little bit different that now, because that was definitely just, I didn't realise those two markers looked quite so similar. Right, let's do the cream bits. I need a colour for his mouth as well, don't I? Let's do his tummy. That's quite a nice colour for his belly. That's quite nice there. Here we are. Right. Let's deepen up his stripes, and then I'll try and look at a colour for his tummy. Not his tummy, his mouth. Well, let's deepen the stripes. If I don't want, I still want a little bit of texture showing through. So I might try that neutral grey. 6, I think. Let's see how that works. Here we are. So I've had a busy week since last Monday. I had parents' evening Tuesday, Wednesday. That all went well, but obviously it's very long days after you've been at school all day, and once you've done your last appointment, obviously there's helping to, get everything tidied away and the tables and chairs put away, and actually getting home and having your tea. So I'm very tired last week. We did another 2 Halloween things. So we did the one, if you're in the UK, you'll know where I mean. We did the one that's at Melton Mowbray on Friday night. So it was a bit of a rush to get to that one. To dash off home, get changed, and then pretty much head straight out there. So we did that Friday night. Obviously had a lie-in Saturday morning. And then we did one that was down at Leighton Buzzard Way Saturday night. Went there last year, and it was quite good last year. No, it was good again. Had a good time. So again, I had a nice lie-in on Sunday, and we didn't do too much yesterday. We started rewatching on Disney Plus Agatha All Along with daughter, because she's not seen it before. And we thought she'd quite enjoy it, and it's a good one to watch together in the run up to Halloween. So we sat and watched a couple episodes of that on Sunday, which is funny because obviously we can sort of remember what happened from when we watched it the first time, but of course she doesn't now. So she's like, oh, hiding, thinking it's going to be super scary. And it's like, it might make you jump a bit, but it's not like super scary. Right, I need a colour for his mouth now. So yeah, nice. Get a couple of Halloween things. We've got a few more Halloweeny, scare maze kind of things next week as well, in half term. I don't want a super bright pink for his mouth, I don't think. Might go for one of these slightly neutral ish one, so it's a bit pink, but not like pink pink. Oh, strange. At least it's all sorted. Let's try this colour for his. There we are. Doesn't stand. I didn't want his mouth like standing out too much. I thought it'd look a little bit. Looking a bit weird. Right, let's move these marks out of the way. So I think that's Tigger done. So we've obviously got Pooh Bear here. He's got mane on. You can see his ears. See his paws. Though it looks like the paws are obviously part of his costume, because then there's a little cuff. Looks like he's still got his red t-shirt on there, and then that's his body, and it looks like he's got a tail stuck on, doesn't it? So tell you what, let's do his t-shirt first and work out which bits are his t-shirt and which bits aren't, because that's obviously red. Let's have a look. Red. Probably not quite a actual red. Go for that coral red, I think, for his t-shirt. Just have a bit of a cup of tea, actually. I've just forgotten I made a cup of tea before I came on. I put it to the side and I've forgotten about it. Let's have a bit of this. Oh, it's better. Oh, that was nice. Right. Just do that, make a cup of tea, forget about it, and then I'm drinking the most of it in one go. Here we are. Right. So I'll use this coral red for his top and just try and work out which bits of his t-shirt and which bit are his as this body. There we go. Oop. It's a bit awkward sometimes, doing it when it's not a nice smooth edge. Here we go. Right, I think that's about all of the t-shirt. I'll save that though. Well, I don't imagine I'm going to spot any t-shirt that I haven't coloured. It looks like it's all done. Right. I'll go for a colour for his body next, I think. Let's have a look. Here we are. Right. Winnie the Pooh kind of body colour. He's kind of pretty, well, he's sort of pretty yellow, isn't he? But I don't want him being like luminous yellow. I don't think none of those browns look the right kind of colour for Winnie the Pooh. Let's have a look. I mean, possibly that lemon yellow. I think they're definitely too yellow over here. That's too dark, I think. I'll try this lemon yellow. It might end up being a little bit bright, but might have to just go with it, I think. So yeah, we did the Extreme Scream one on Friday night. That was good fun. Their scare mazes are really, really long. We were trying to work out how long it's been since, I mean, it's first time daughter's been, because she's only just old enough. I'm trying to work out how long it had been since me and my husband went. We definitely didn't go last year. We think we did go the year before. I'm not sure if we did. I think we missed the year before that as well, but I'm not 100% certain on that. But yeah, it was nice going as a family. And there was a couple of times we got separated. Obviously, husband's at the front, daughter's in the middle, I'm at the back. So it meant I ended up tagging on with like random people, going, "Hi, I've lost my family. Can I go around with you?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." And then in some of the mazes, like we'd kind of bump into each other a little bit further along, and then other times it wasn't until we got out the other end, which is kind of a shame because, like, I suppose it just kind of make it a little bit scarier that you're not going around with the people that you went there with, but it's also you're not like sharing the experience together then. So the maze that happened in, we met up afterwards and we were like, "Oh, did you enjoy it?" "Yeah," like we, and you know, and we're trying to chat about it, and it's like, it's just not quite the same if you've not gone round together. I'm assuming that like his legs there, his other leg must be here. So I think some of these little bits here definitely aren't Piglet's costume. They must be his leg, and I think that might be part of Pooh Bear's leg as well. I think that's it, because I guess the rest of his foot would be kind of there, wouldn't it? And all that tail will be a different colour. I think that might be it for... hang on. That's the handle for that, isn't it? So I think... oh, not sure what's going on over here. Because that bit's going to be the handle there. I think that bit's going to be part of his body as well, isn't it? Yeah, and then that'll be the white edge that they've put around the around the characters. I think that's sussed out now. This is why I'm no good at pages like mythographics and things where it's really hard to work out what's what. I mean, that wasn't even that hard to work out, and that made me struggle. Right. That's the actual Winnie the Pooh colours done. So I'll leave him and come back to his costume in a second. Let's try and work out Winnie the Pooh. So we can see his ears and his little face. So we've got a little dragon kind of dinosaur costume on. His tummy is him though, isn't it? So I need his tummy colour, which is a deeper pink, and then a lighter pink for the rest of him. Let's have a look. They're all a bit purple-ish. Right, might go for that rose pink for his tummy. That could look cute. And then I want a nice lighter pink for the rest of him. I'll go for that fruit pink. Right, let's do his tummy first. I'll do his nose the same colour. I need to look up at his ears actually. I'm not sure whether his ears are dark. I want to say his ears are dark, aren't they? Like his tummy, but it has been a while since I've looked at a picture of Piglet. I might need to look that up and double check before I commit to colouring his ears a certain way. So let's go for the fruit pink for the rest of him. Yeah, right, his little arms holding his little sweetie bag. So I'll be able to reuse possibly some of the colours from the characters and the costumes on those sweets, possibly. Right. So, do you need to look up his ears? I want to say his ears are dark, like his tummy, like a deeper pink, but I don't know. Have a look. Yes, they are. I mean, they're not quite... his ears are slightly lighter than his tummy, but darker than his skin. Okay, so I'll pick up another pink if I've got one, that is. It's kind of in between. Right. So I've used fruit pink for his body, that one for his tummy. I'm not sure I've necessarily got one that's that much. Tell you what, I'll just do two. Do two layers? No, I might just do his ears the same colour as his tummy, actually, I think that might look better. Yeah, it's funny, I've always struggled with white gel pens. Had jelly rolls, didn't really like them. Then I got the Arteza ones, really liked them. And then lately, like, they're still working, like they're still, like, they've not ran out. They just don't seem to be going down on the paper as well. But now my jelly rolls, I really like the white one, even though I didn't used to. Well, I don't know whether it's my hand pressure's changing, but whether it's the paper I'm using it on. I'm definitely having more luck with my white jelly rolls now than I used to. Right, so I think that's the actual characters done. So I might do Pooh Bear's costume next, because I feel like that might be easier. Do that, and then I can maybe work out what colours for Tigger and Piglet. So I want kind of a brownish colour for the mane. Let's have a look for a nice colour for the mane. Is that dark suntan, I think. It's not going to be too dark. I think it'll go nice with the rest of him. Here we go. So we did that Halloween one on Friday, and then yeah, a bit of a drive on Saturday down to Leighton Buzzard. That's about about 2 hours roughly from where we are. So that was a late one on Saturday, but that was good fun. That was more fun, like not as scary, that one. A bit more for families. Me and husband just felt very old though. There's a lot of people there were like teenagers, early 20s, and we're there like twice their age. It was good though. I think that went on 7 mazes at that one. That was good, and they got lots of roaming actors, so that was fun as well. Like having a chat and a joke with them as they're going round, like trying to scare some people or at least make them jump. I'll use that same colour on his tail. Just move you up a bit. Here we go. Right. And the colour I use on his tail, I'll use on his little like paw costume, kind of gloves as well. So I'll use one that's lighter than the dark suntan. So I'm going to go for deep orange. Let's try that one. Can't see it. It's here. We are. I've got it. So what is it? Everybody else is working on colouring at the minute. You're doing Halloweeny, creepy, spooky, pumpkin-y kind of pages, or working on any particular projects? I've got a fair few whips on the go. Hoping it's all going to come together for the end of the month, because I've still got a few buddy colours to get to. I've done a fair bit of colouring, and it's not like I've spent that long on any one particular page, but I don't know. Just don't seem to have got very far with some of them. But then I thought that last month, and then kind of in the last week it kind of all came together, so I'm hoping it'll be the same again. So I definitely don't want to let any of my buddies down. I'm sure they'd understand, but I do want to get the pages done. So I'm going to use the same pink that's on Piglet, on Pooh Bear's gloves, just to tie those bits together a little bit. Oh, cool. I've not seen a flip through of that one. I always try and resist like watching too many flip throughs, especially the Colouring Heavens, because it's like, oh, that's a big rabbit hole to fall down, isn't it? Because they have so many issues. I've got a handful of Colouring Heavens, but not many of them. But they've got some nice ones, haven't they? Oh, the Dragon Spell one looks cool. That is, out of all the mythographics, I think if I was going to get another one, I think I've got one. I've got one that I bought, it was like $4 last summer. I think if I was going to buy another mythographic, I think it would be Dragon Spell, but there's such fiddly details, aren't they, on some of the pages? I'm not sure, but then the more completed pages I see that people have done in Dragon Spell, I think, oh, that one looks cool. Oh, that one looks cool. So I don't know. It's not on my wish list yet, but never know. I think that is one that if I saw Dragon Spell on offer, I think I definitely would snap it up, but we'll see. Right, now I need to colour the pumpkin, but obviously that is right next to Tigger, and I don't want it looking exactly the same colour, but then equally I want to colour it orange, so I just need to try and find a lighter, not use that chrome orange. I'll go for the chrome orange, I think, for the pumpkin. Yeah, I've seen that. I've been tempted with that. I think I nearly bought one in the summer though, one of the Colouring Heaven cute and comfy ones, and like it looked really cute, but then I looked at how many pages it was and how much it was for the issue, and I thought didn't really seem kind of worth it. Right, I'm going to try the chrome orange because I think it's probably about my lightest one that is still. Let's go for that. I might try that quince one. Because I know that one, I need to re-swatch that one because I know that one does. That one's definitely faded. There we are. Well, I've left my swatch charts, like they've not been out in the sun other than when I've used them, and it's like I've not even used them outside or anything, so I don't know why they've gone, some of them have gone that much lighter. It's not very helpful, is it, when you've swatched something and then the swatches still don't really look like how it's meant to be. I think that looks quite pretty. Still orange, but it's not going to blur in with Piglet. Not Piglet. Piglet's not orange. Tigger. Here we go. Yeah, I suppose that is a way of avoiding them if they're hard to get. To be fair, I don't. To be fair, his husband does most of the food shopping, so I don't actually see the issues all that much. I know a lot of the times when you go in Home Bargains here in the UK, they've normally, like, the first aisle in our one is like the, you know, toiletries, shampoo, the special offer kind of things, and there's normally a stand there with newspapers and Colouring Heaven issues, not usually like the newest ones, but the ones from like the last couple of months. They're not any cheaper, I don't think. I was thinking, no, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. I've just popped in to get, you know, whatever it is I've gone in for. Normally cat litter or cat food, to be fair, from Home Bargains. But right, and here's that yellow dahlia on the inside. He is looking quite cute. I think he'll look cute, won't he, when he's in his little costume. But yeah, I think purple and green will work nice. And then I could have, oh, I've just noticed I've not coloured Tigger's ears, and it's a good job I kept those markers out. I can maybe do then Tigger's costume, maybe green, maybe have a bit of red in there to bring across that from Pooh Bear's outfit. Yeah, Colouring Heaven definitely do a lot now, don't they? Because they've got their normal monthly ones, haven't they? And they've got the collections. They've got the cute and cozy, the mini ones. I've got a few of them. I did really like that Hannah Carlson one. That was a cool one. I was really hard to get though. Like, I ended up trying all the supermarkets near me. They stocked Colouring Heaven, but they didn't have the little one. Ended up having to go into our local town, into WH Smith, and managed to get it there. I was beginning to think I was just going to have to pay and like have it posted, but then I thought, oh, well, I'm paying more than if I just managed to pick it up in the shop. And yeah, sometimes you just want to be able to go and actually pick it up, don't you? All right. Don't know what colours to do. The you know what? I'll do the strap, the dark grey that I used on Tigger Stripes, actually, because I don't think I want it. I don't want it being like a colour. So I'll just do it that same grey that I used over Tigger's Stripes. There we go. Yeah, I think they are fun to have a little flip through one. They do have some cool ones, and they certainly like cover a wide range of different things, don't they? With having like the mandalas, and they've got cute and cozy. I mean, they've even had Kanoko Igusa ones, haven't they? And all sorts. Well, they do get a really nice mixture, and it is nice that they, you know, that they promise that they're not going to do AI. Right, which orange was it? Here we are. This is the orange I used for the main part of Tigger. How I didn't notice he'd got his ear sticking out earlier, I don't know. Right, it was Buttercup Yellow for his ear. I just thought, better. There we go. Right, now I can do the centre of his ear. So I'll do that the same colour as his belly. Right then, I think I'll go with Piglet's costume first because I've got a better idea what I want for him. So I'll go for the purple and green. So let's have a look. Quite a few colours to pick from for this. So quite a nice bright green, I think, for his costume. So I might go for that May green. Then I can get away with like really bright and vibrant with it obviously being a cartoon. Right, and then I want a purple that'll go with it. I want a super light purple. I don't want really dark. I'll go for that lobelia. I think that's quite a nice bright one. Oh, there it is. Oh, I might have to have a look. So many books, not enough hours in the day. Right, now do we go for the green bit and then like purple spikes, or a purple body and green spikes? I feel like a green body will look better with purple stripe and like purple stripe. Oh, not stripes, spikes. Can't get my words out tonight. Green body, do you think? Purple spikes and purple spots. Let's do purple wings as well to match. I think that might look cute. Have a green body. Yeah, I think green body will look better, won't it? Right. So, I'm going to work my way around and work out which bit is what in his little costume. He looks very pleased with himself, but I suppose he is the one carrying the bag of goodies, so that's probably why Piglet looks so pleased. I'm imagining he's got a sweet tooth. I mean, I suppose you know Pooh Bear's got a sweet tooth because he loves honey. Right. Go. Right. So that's all the bit I want green. Let's get the purple colour. I didn't realise quite how many Hannah Carlson pages I'd got lined up for working on this month till I looked the other day. It might have been yesterday, Saturday. I don't know. It's all blurring into one. Taking like update pictures and was like, wow, basically all of my whips are all Hannah Carlson pages. Although in fairness, 2 of them are at the new Halloween book. And obviously I do definitely want to get a bit done in that this month with it being Halloween. I don't know what colour to do his wings. Do I do his wings purple as well? Or I could do the wings the same colour as his belly, I suppose. I don't know whether purple will look right with having the spots and the spikes in purple as well. Might have to have a think about that. Oh, Clive the guinea pig. He's doing well, actually, which is a relief. He went for his checkup on Wednesday morning. Bless, we didn't realise that the vet that we'd seen, like not this Saturday before, he checked on him. We didn't realise because she didn't mention then. Apparently, she's allergic to guinea pigs, bless her. Like, she used to have one and she was fine, and then she lost him. A couple of years later, she just developed this allergy to guinea pigs. So, bless, because she knew that she was seeing Clive again on Wednesday, she didn't put any makeup so that she could wash her face straight away. But when husband took Clive for his checkup, he said the vet was just there giving him like lots of snuggles and cuddles because she's like, oh, I just love guinea pigs, even though he said you could literally see her eyes getting redder and redder and runnier and runnier. But she obviously just loves guinea pigs, bless her. So yeah, she picked off all the scabs because he looked disgusting last week. And then I'm thinking, I think he's doing better, but he's got that many scabs around his face. He looked a bit gross, bless him. So she carefully picked off all the loose scabs on Wednesday, gave him a little clean up. I checked his mouth and everything, and she said, yeah, it seems like he's doing all right. She weighed him and he put a bit of weight on, so she's like, that's obviously a good sign. He's obviously is eating properly if he's managed to put a bit of weight on. So he's done on his medicines now, but I've got a couple more days of, he's got like an antiseptic stuff that I have to put on cotton pads and just give his face like a little wipe morning and night, just while because his skin's obviously still a bit fresh. The scabs have come off and it's not exactly, not that the skin on the face is super tough, but like obviously it's still a bit delicate. So she's like, that'll just help, you know, clean it up, make sure he definitely doesn't get an infection. But he seems all right. He just still looks not quite as cute as he did. Just got to wait for these last few little teeny tiny scabs now really to come off, and his fur to grow back on where he's rubbed it all off his face. But yeah, he's happy enough. And I think he's happy that I'm not having to give him medicines now. He doesn't mind having his face wiped too much, but he was getting a bit fed up with all the syringes of all the different medicines he's got to have. So yeah, thanks for asking. He's no. I mean, when we found him and we were putting him away, I thought, what on earth has he done? There thinking, I don't think his brothers have attacked him because they get on really well, and he just couldn't. I was wiping his face before we took him to the vets and thought it doesn't seem like blood. We came to the conclusion in the end, Vera, that what he'd done is he'd been basically trying to dig his way out of the garden, and he'd rubbed his face against the bottom of the run, so he'd been rubbing it against the wood in the dirt. So he'd managed to like rub the skin and fur off his face, and obviously then also not only made it sore doing that, it was obviously in the dirt, so then he'd managed to get dirt stuck all on his face, the daft thing. Funnily enough, he has not tried to tunnel his way out again. I think he's realised he's not a rabbit. It's probably not the best idea. But yeah, to start with, when we're looking at him, we were like, what has he done to his face? Because obviously he wasn't doing it while we were watching him. He'd obviously done it earlier in the day. Yeah, they are a worry, aren't they, pets? Like, we look, and I rang the vets like to book him in the other week, and they were like, oh, what's the problem? I was like, to be honest, I don't know. I know he's not well, but I don't know what he's done. And then, you know, when we went and investigated the run a bit, once we'd, you know, put him away, we were like, it looks as if something's been trying to, not exactly tunnel, because I mean the legs aren't big enough, are they? But it looked like he'd been scrabbling. And then we put two and two together of like, that's why it isn't blood on his face. Literally soil that he's managed to get ingrained, the dirty little thing. So yes, bless him. He's not, I think hopefully he's learnt his lesson now, because he seems to have not done it since. Little dafty. But it is a worry, especially when they're so small and you don't they can't tell you what's up, can they? And especially when, to start with, I was thinking, oh gosh, is it that his brothers have attacked him? And like, that's going to be a whole thing. Like, what do we do in that case? But thankfully it isn't. Like, they're still getting on absolutely fine. Little besties, the three of them. Right, I'll do his little button to match as well. I feel like Piglet would be quite coordinated. Right. So could do with doing that. I think I might use a gel pen for what looks like the bells at the end. I might use a gold gel pen there. Tell you what, I will use the same brown that I used on the mane for this stick part here, I think. Yeah, we've had guinea pigs. I mean, this was years ago. We had 2 girl guinea pigs. And yeah, when we were looking this time, we found a lady who she'd got 3, and we were like, oh, I'd feel really mean taking just 2 and leaving 1. But she said, you know, they've always got on fine, and she did say, bless her, because she does rescue guinea pigs kind of unofficially, like she's not like an official charity, but that's kind of like a hobby as such, you know, helping and rehabilitating and rehoming them. She did say, like, you know, if you've got any issues, if they don't get on, you know, she could always take one of them back. But no, they seem happy enough. I mean, they're still quite young, I suppose. We got them in June, and they were a couple of months old, I guess, then. I suppose they're still quite young, but yeah, they seem to be quite happy. Not heard any fighting, and none of them have, you know, got any injuries other than what Clive did to himself, the silly sausage. Right, tell you what, I might use that same green up here just to balance that a little bit. And then I might use some of the red on the ribbony bit there. It was funny though when we booked them in at the vets, because they were like, "Oh, we I was like, "Well, we're registered, but Clive isn't registered because you know the guinea pigs haven't had to come in for anything." So she's taken a detail. And she's, "Oh, what breed is he?" I was like, "I know there's a special name for what sort each, because they're all different actually." I thought, "I know there is a special name for what breed he is." I was like, "I don't actually know what it is because I'm not like a guinea pig breeder or anything. I can't remember." She just kind of chuckled. I was like, "He's ginger and his hair sticks out at all funny angles." Because that's Clive, bless him. It's kind of shortish haired, but he just sticks out at all crazy angles. Looks like he's got bed hair permanently. There we go. All right, and I'll use a bit of the red. If I find the red. So I'll do 2 of the bits on here. Red, because then that'll bring a bit of that in from Pooh Bear's top. There we go. Do I do all 3 red or do I do 1 purple? Or do I do 1 green? Ooh. Oh, maybe. It could be. I know each of them's a different. Yeah, I say he's kind of ginger with weird sticky out, like permanent bed hair kind of fur. Alan is a bit bristly like a pig. Like he's got really dark brown hair that's not soft, but he is quite fuzzy, if that makes sense. And then Albert, bless him, has got long hair, and we have to keep giving him a little bit of a hair trim around his bum because it keeps getting a bit long. Like we give him a comb, but it keeps getting a bit grubby and knotty. So it's like, right, we need to give you a haircut again. So we make a funny little trio. Yeah, the naked ones do look funny, don't they? I think I'd be worried about them getting chilly though outside if they hadn't got fur on. And they definitely have to be an indoor kind of pig, I would imagine, when they're hairless. It's a point actually. I need to remember to order some more hay after this. It's funny the things that pop into your head. Yeah, I need to get some more hay ordered for them and Dora the bunny. Oh. Oh, I have to look up what one of those ones look like. They sound quite fancy. Yeah, I think Albert's just a standard long hair. He's kind of black and white. It's got like a white around his back and his tummy, kind of in the middle, and then his head and his bum are all black. I think I will do a little bit of purple there, just to bring that purple up here. Just try and balance that out a little bit. Right, now I'll do the gel pen now, because then I can work on these bits at the bottom, and then hopefully it'll have dried by the time I just run a gold gel pen that's got, I'm not about to run out. Here we are, this one's got plenty in. Because yeah, if I do the gold up here, that can be drying while I do down here, and then I can work out what I'm going to do with these ghosts. Nice to have a little bit of sparkle up here, I think. I don't even remember where I got this gel pen from. I think this was on holiday last year. It's either Canada or America, I think, these ones. Quite nice. So they kind of remind me of the Arteza ones, which I don't have anymore because they've all long since run out. But Arteza did do a set. I think they were super glitter gel pens or something, and they were really nice. I think every time I've looked for them lately, they're either out of stock, or if they've got them, like, they're ridiculously expensive. And I thought, I'm not paying that much for them. Like, they were nice gel pens, but they are just a glittery gel pen. They are. They're little cutie pies. I think I've still got a picture of them on here. Let's see. Oh, there's my mouse. I think. Have I added it? Oh, I thought I'd added a. Oh. I thought I'd made it that you could see the. No. I thought I'd still got it here that you could see the guinea pig, but I don't think I have. No. I don't think that's popped on. Obviously clicking on the wrong bit. Yeah, there they are. They are little cuties. And then we've got Dora out in the garden as well. Little bunny. Seems to have calmed down a little bit with the digging. I mean, I've probably jinxed myself now, but I think she's finally sussed out digging so much, maybe not the best idea. Alright. Oh, colour. Trying to work out what colour to do for this bag. I thought I'll try and reuse some of the colours we've already. But I literally can't. Ah, here it is. I was looking on the wrong swatch chart. Yeah, I'll use that deep orange. I've used a little bit on Winnie the Pooh. I'll use that for the little sack that Piglet's carrying. I do love the guinea pig. They're so funny. When we went out in the garden tonight to get them cleaned and fed and away for the night, and obviously, you know, give Clive a little clean. And as soon as they heard us go out in the garden, you could hear them squeaking away. And George was like, "Oh, are they okay?" And then you just looked, and they'd all just stopped, and they were staring at us, squeaking. I was like, "Yeah, I think they're just telling each other like it must be tea time because they've heard us." It's quite funny. I'll colour this one. Again, I'm going to try and reuse some of the colours that I've already got on the page for the little sweets down here. So then that one's the yellow from Pooh there. I might use the light colour from, that's not the right one. Couldn't think of such a little bit how many markers I've got to one side. Here we are. So then I'll use the same colour as on Tigger's belly for the top. Use the deeper brown lollipop stick. Right, I'll do a stripy red and white sweet. I'm just hoping, let's have a look, one. Yeah, I should be able to colour every other section. I find it's slightly annoying when you colour in, you know, like one of these sweets where it's been drawn, and then you're trying to colour every other one a colour, and then it's not got the right amount of sections drawn so that it doesn't work. I hate that. I find it really frustrating, and I end up having to try and squeeze an extra one in. Because if I want to do every other, because that's what I always think of when I see something that's been drawn like that, and if it's not got the right amount of sections, so either you've got to do two next to each other coloured, or leave two, but I always think, oh, I don't like that. Like, I want it matching. Alright, might do a purple and white sweet on this one. Oh, I can hear the radiator gurgling. I think the heating must have kicked in. Right, there we go. But I think I'm going to leave them white stripes. Now, I've got to try. Pens everywhere. Right, I've got to try and work out now what to do with the ghosts. If I'm doing the ghosts, if I'm not. I feel like it does need something. I feel like if I do colour the ghosts, then it'll make more sense having that white border around the characters, won't it? So what I might try and do is find the lightest colours I've got that kind of match with the ghosts, and I might colour them a bit, maybe not all of them, but I'll try and colour a fair few in. I said you just outline them, but I'm just thinking around these bits might work having them coloured. Yeah, it's really patty, isn't it, Jess? And it's like ridiculous. But it's like if you're going to draw something with those stripes, knowing people are probably, unless it's just me that's a bit weird colouring it red and white, like have the right number of stripes. Because else you've got to try and draw it in, and then they just don't quite match then, do they? Because you've got to have like a couple that are smaller, and I don't know. It's an odd thing to get irritated by, isn't it? But yeah, it's slightly irritating. Right. Now, do I just outline the ghosts or do I just colour them? I feel like it'll make the characters pop more with these ghosts around the edge if they are fully coloured. Maybe some nearer the outside. Maybe there I could just outline the ghosts. I think I might try and completely colour the other ones. So I'll try and pick a couple of colours that will go. So I might go for that spectrum green because that looks quite light. I want to add I want to add colour to them, but I don't want to be like super dark, else I think that's going to look a bit much against the actual characters, isn't it? For the life of me, I can't see. Spectrum green. It's in here somewhere. You literally can't see where it is, but it's got to be here somewhere. Well, this is really annoying. It's here. It's got to be here somewhere. Definitely got all my markers back. I can't see it. I think I might need to pick a different colour. It's got to must be here somewhere. I've definitely got all my markers back in here. I've not got any out for any pages at the minute. They're all put away. You know, when you start imagining, like, did this marker even exist? Well, it must have done because I did colour the swatch card in. So I had it at some point. And I'm wondering if it's got mixed up in my daughter's set, but I don't think so. Because she is good at putting things back when she's borrowed them. Oh, I can't. Right, I'm going to have to pick it. Right. I'm going to stop looking for that. Maybe if I stop looking for it, maybe I'll find it then. Yeah, maybe I do that. Maybe that'll be better than colouring the characters in. Then it's what kind of colour gel pen. So I don't want to use gold. I suppose I could use silver. So I don't really want to use a black gel pen because I think that's not going to make them pop because that'll blur in a bit with Tigger's stripes, won't it? So if I could have found that colour I was looking for, I think I'd be less tempted with going for the gel pen around the outside. But I can't see it. I'm even trying to make sure I look just for like the code and the name rather than focusing on what colour the cap is, because I know sometimes the cap colour like doesn't look anything like the actual colour that you're looking for, does it? But there it is. I'm beginning to think I'd completely imagined it. It does exist. I finally found it. Not that it's in focus, but I have found it. No wonder I couldn't see it. It was just properly blending in with like the skin tony neutral kind of colours. Right. I mean, I don't even know if I want it now, but I found it. So I think I've literally just, I can't believe how long it took me to find that pen. It's literally right in front of me. Yeah, I suppose purple could work, but then I don't. Let's have a look. I don't know where my swatch. I've got a little swatch book somewhere with my gel pens in. There's that got itself too. Here. Alright, let's have a look. Right. I've got a lot of others. Where's my other swatch page? Here we are. Basically, none of those, I don't think basically none of those I've got anymore. I think they've all run out. I've still got all the Pentel ones. So they could maybe work. And I've got the jelly rolls as well. I'm not sure as the glaze, or they can be a bit temperamental sometimes. I feel like I want a bit of glitter. I suppose the light pink might look pretty. And then will that blend in too much with Piglet down here? A mulberry reddish purple. Well, we're thinking for the gel pens. Quite like that pinky. That one's quite a nice one. That's a dual metallic one. It's got pink and blue glitter in. And that's quite dark, I suppose. Might look pretty. Don't know whether the light pink will make it pop enough. Because there is the dark purple that's got the violet, like the metallic blue sparkles in. Let me see. Let me check how much I've got in each of those pens, because I'm sure I've got plenty of the purple. I don't know how much I've got in that one. Let's have a look. What's that? Pink metallic blue. Right, that's just the violet one, so I'll keep that in case I do want it. And I have got a spare of that, so that could work. Oh, and I've got another spare. I've got all of them. Right, that's not the one I'm looking for though. Is it pink metallic blue? Pink metallic blue is there, and it has got plenty of ink in it, so that one could be an option. So I've got plenty in both, so it could be that dark one. I suppose that would still stand out against that. And that pink and metallic blue. I'm wondering whether, because I know I've only got one of these ones, and that is quite a big area to do. I'm wondering whether I go for the purple and metallic blue, if only because I know, I mean, that one is pretty, but I know I've got plenty of spares of this, because it is quite a big area to do, isn't it? So what we're thinking then, shall I go for gel pen around the outside and leave the ghosts white then? I feel like that might look nicer. I think it might look a bit busy if not, do you reckon, with all the ghosts coloured? Shall I go gel pen? Oh, that's annoying, isn't it, when it runs out of battery. Glad you could pop in there. Right, I think I'll go for it. I'll go for this. Go for the violet and metallic blue because I know I've got plenty of these if it does run out or start struggling. I've got other ones of the same colour that I can go for. I'm just going to have to be so careful as I'm colouring that I don't put my hand in it. I know how clumsy I am. I was working on a page earlier and I did the gel pen and I thought, oh, it's dry. Started doing the background with gel crayon and you guessed it, I managed to smudge it everywhere. Thankfully, I think I managed to neaten it up so you can't really tell, but I really should have put it to one side and worked on something else, or I'd, you know, been a bit smarter and done the background first and then done the gel pen. Of course, I was using a brush to apply the gel crayons, so as I was rubbing that on the background, oh, that's all right. You can listen to us while you sleep. Here we are. Quite like the sparkle on this. It's looking quite pretty. And I'm committed now, so let's just keep going for it. Nice to get my gel pens a good workout. See, I was kicking myself earlier. I should have been so careful working on my whips to think, right, that's wet. I'll put that to one side. I'll do another page. It's kind of one reason I've got a few on the go. And yeah, daughter was in the bath earlier and I thought, oh, I'll just do a bit of colouring. And then I thought, oh, I'm close to finishing this page, and that's it for me. Like when I think, oh, I'm close to finishing a page, I just kind of keep going instead of thinking, no, it can wait, because it still isn't finished actually. Like I wasn't that close to having it done. Really should have been a bit more patient, but I'd say I'd learn from it, but I really won't. I'll end up doing it again, I know. Wiggle it up a little bit. Nice that I've got a page done in this book. Bought it a few months ago. I think it was on World of Books. I think they've got an offer on for, I don't know, buy 3 for the price of 4 or something. I can't even remember now. It was a few months ago. I know I got a few books at the same time. And I know when I bought it, I thought, oh, it's fine. I'll put this book, you know, to one side and obviously colour it in October. So I'm glad I've actually got to it. So there are some pages that it'd be kind of easier to colour whenever. But kind of my favourite pages in this book are definitely more the Halloweeny kind of pages. Yeah, you're quite zoomed in there, aren't you? I do need to look at getting a different phone stand at some point, but I can't decide what one I want. Keep seeing an advert for one and it looks ever so smart. It's like in a box and it's got like a light built in, and then it looks like you just pop it up and then it's like all telescopic and swivelly and really compact, and sounds amazing. And then I looked at the price and thought, oh my gosh, I think it was like 100. It was over £100. It was like it was a lot, and I thought, oh my word, okay. No wonder that. Oh, sorry for knocking the camera there. No wonder that like you're giving it the big sell on the advert, because like that's a lot of money. But it does look really like it looks. I'm guessing it's quite weighted at the bottom, and then it will just pop. I can't remember what the brand is, but I don't think you can get it on Amazon. I don't think. Like it looks really good, but and it would be a lot more compact than what I've got, and easier to, I think, zoom in and out. This one, I can zoom in and out, but if I do it while my phone's in the stand, you'll feel like you're seasick because it's not very smooth at adjusting. I do need to work out something better at some point, but I think I'm kind of used to this one now. So at some point I want to make the change, but I want to make sure that I'm not rushing into getting one. Yeah, it looks really good on the adverts, doesn't it, Vera? But I'm like, once I looked at the price, I was like, oh my word, okay, maybe not then. Especially with it not, I don't think you could get it on Amazon. I might be wrong on that, but I think it was just like direct off their website, I think. So then I was like, oh, if I get it and then I don't like it, like, it's probably not going to be as easy to return as it would be if, as if it was off Amazon. So I don't know. I do need to look at something else. Because the trouble is my desk, because it's a wooden one and it's really chunky, so I don't want to clamp anything to it. It does need to be a freestanding one. Well, I say it does do the job. There's nothing wrong with this one, but I feel like I could get a better one. It might be a bit easier to, adjust and zoom in and out, but yeah, do you know what though, Jess? Her husband looked into, because he was like, oh, well, this was a few months ago. He was like, oh, maybe we don't use your phone. And he got it's like a special kind of camera that I think is kind of for people like vlog it. I can't remember what brand it was. And then we tried it, and it just wasn't as good as my phone. And he's like, oh, it's meant to be really good for this. And I was like, yeah, but like I've got a brand new phone. Like the cameras on mobile phones are really good, aren't they? It was the colours as well. The colours, the colours are like sometimes a bit off on what you see on this compared to what I see, but the colours on it were really weird. But we picked that up from Amazon, so we gave it a little go. Soon realised, yeah, this isn't the answer, and sent it back. I think phones are definitely useful. Oh, night, Vera. Nice for you to join. It might be that I only do so much more of this. I didn't realise the time actually. I might only do so much more of this on stream, because I think it's going to take me quite a bit longer, to be honest, to finish off all of this. But I didn't think it was going to take me that long with this page. I think it was getting the last few little bits and pieces done and deciding colours that's been the tricky bit, hasn't it? Like doing the actual characters was easy enough. Yeah, it might. I can't remember what the brand was, to be honest. I left my husband to it. He likes tinkering. It's like, oh, we'll try this, and then even got use your phone, and then gave it a little go, and I was like, colours are wrong. It wasn't as easy. Like, this is so much easier to get set up onto my computer for streaming. I was like, I'm a creature of habit, and I've kind of worked out how to do it from my phone now. I'm not not sure how long it'll take me to get used to like a little camera thing. I mean, it looked ever so smart. It was only dinky, but I'm just gonna have to turn it a little bit, I think. But yeah, at some point I think I need to work out a different phone stamp. Like I say, might need to look on Temu or somewhere for like a budget version. So I do like the idea, especially because when I saw it and it was like, oh, and it's great and it's really portable and stuff. Now, I really don't think I'd actually use it anywhere other than my desk. But I was like, oh, that'd be nice. Because then if I wanted to record myself, colouring, say, downstairs for a change of scenery, it would be a lot easier to do then if it was a bit more portable. It just take up a bit less space in my office as well. Like, this is either on my desk or I have to take it off my desk, and like it's got like a little, I basically shove it up the corner of my office when I'm not using it. So I can't leave it on my desk because I can't use my desk for anything else. Like my laptop won't really fit on at the same time as my stand. So yeah, a lot of getting it out, sorting it, putting it away. So if I could get something that is a bit more compact, it would be nice. But bit of research needed, and then I think maybe save a couple of YouTube payments once I finally get some. It keeps telling me like, oh, you've earned this much, and it's like, well, that's nice, but you've not paid me anything yet. I might save some YouTube pennies and yeah, look on Temu or something and see if I can, or keep an eye on eBay, I guess, or Vinted in case anybody's selling one on, I guess. Yes, it's looking quite pretty. Right, I'll keep going a bit more. It's not taking too long. Here we go, and it does sound, I'm just about still here. It sounds like husband's still playing Battlefield downstairs, so it's not like he's sat waiting for me to finish. It would be nice to have it fully done if I can. Oh, my fingers feel funny though. Forget how much smaller holding a gel pen is than holding an alcohol marker. It's definitely not quite as comfy on your hand, is it? Right. Got this bit worked out. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how well the alcohol markers have worked on this paper. So I how much have they've obviously bled through, and they've gone a little bit on the backing paper, but not like massively. Like it's leaked through, but it's not gone through loads and loads. The only thing I'll try and finish the background bit off, but might do some white gel pen details on the characters, but I'll definitely wait until this sparkly gel pen's dried so that I don't smudge it everywhere. And learn from my earlier mistake. I still really want to try and get coloured the Christina's Art Corners page she's got picked out for the new Speaky Cat colouring book. I just really want to try and get that done this month, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'll say I've still got a few whips and they're all buddy colours, and then I've still got another couple of whips as well, another couple of buddy colours to get to as well. at least it is half term next week. So although we've got things planned, there will be some time in the day when I can sit and colour with my daughter. My husband will still need to be working a bit next week, so can have a bit of colouring time. Daughter normally sits and does drawing. I mean, she has got loads of colouring books as well, but she prefers sitting and drawing rather than working in a colouring book. Oh, I should have mentioned earlier, actually, I won't be doing a Monday stream next Monday like I normally would. Partly because it is my husband's birthday, so, you know, I should spend the evening with him. But also we're going to be out because we've booked, it's kind of for his birthday because the tickets were quite expensive. We're off to the Halloween event at Tully's. That's down south. That's a massive drive from us, but we've never done it before and it is meant to be really good. So yeah, hubby's birthday and we're off out, so yeah, won't be having a live stream next Monday, but the following Monday it will be business as usual. If you're a member, I will be having my members live stream this Wednesday evening. I haven't got it scheduled at the minute because I can't, it won't let me schedule it till I've done the current live stream that I'm doing. It seems to get a little bit confused if I try and schedule more than one, so I should hopefully schedule that tomorrow. So yeah, if you'll remember, there will be a live stream this Wednesday, but not one next Monday. When we're out for his birthday, Mr. puts the edits on. You can never remember how old he is. Daughter was like, how old are you this time? And he's like, he always has to work it back from how old I am. He can remember how old I am and he can remember how much younger he is, but he can't remember how old he is, which always makes me chuckle. So he'll be 38 this time. Right, nearly there. I might just need to turn the book a little bit more. I really don't want to accidentally put my hand in the gel pen. It's getting a bit awkward on this bottom bit. Here we go. It's a good job, to be honest, that we've bought tickets to go to this Halloween event kind of for his birthday, because I haven't got a clue what to get him for his birthday. We've bought him a few bits and pieces, but not a big present because he's so hard to buy for. Like, he just wears the same clothes. He's not bothered about clothes, and when he does do new clothes, he just makes his own t-shirts and like hoodies, so we can't buy him clothes. He doesn't drink. He does play like computer games, but he's got subscriptions on the Xbox, so most games he wants to play are just included on that anyway. And then the odd time he does want to buy a game, obviously, you just, you know, you're an adult, and if you want something, you just kind of buy it, don't you? So I just think blokes are a lot harder to buy for, aren't they, than women? Like, you know, you can get women jewellery or perfume, because, you know, you can never have enough perfume. Chocolates, flowers, you know. There's a lot more options, isn't there? Whereas, yeah, bless him, He always says, though, I don't want anything. And I know you know, he would actually not mind if I didn't get him anything. Well, I've obviously got him a few bits and pieces. I won't say what we've got him because he's probably got my stream on in the background to check whether I've nearly finished or not. So yeah, it's just a lot easier, isn't it? You can just get knickknacks and stuff for girls, can't you? Or, you know, like there's a lot more options. I think for most blokes, they're quite simple creatures, aren't they? Bless them, and they just, if you bought them bits and bobs, they'd be looking at it like, thanks. Like, we always joke every Christmas he always ends up with some socks, and he just normally end up with like shower gel and deodorant and bits for his birthday and Christmas because he needs them. So he normally ends up with those as like little stocking fillers. It's not very exciting for him, bless him, but he's kind of used to it. No, it's, to be fair though, I suppose it depends on if they've got a hobby and stuff. Like my dad's not too bad to buy for because he likes going out on his bike and he likes golfing and he likes gardening. So he's always got some suggestions of what to get. I think if somebody's got like a particular interest, like obviously colouring, you know, if you know somebody who colours, obviously you've got loads of things you can get for them. But yeah, bless hubby, you know, he's got his hobby, but equally he doesn't actually need a lot of games because he doesn't spend that long playing them. But still, right, we're going to leave it at that. I will do some white gel pen details, but I really don't want to accidentally smudge that nice sparkly gel pen. But I really like how that's come out. Actually, I think that was a good suggestion of doing gel pen around the outside and leaving the ghosts plain. I think I'm going to stick with the ghosts plain. I mean, it might be I change my mind at a later date, but I don't imagine I will. I kind of like the pop of the characters against the black and white background. So I think I'll leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me as always. Like I say, there won't be a live stream next Monday, but the Monday after there will. But if you are a member, then there will be one this Wednesday. So thank you very much for joining me as always. Take care, everyone, and hope you have a lovely week. And I'll see you in a fortnight, I guess. So take care, everyone. Bye.